Hey everybody, Frank Finance here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I want to go back behind the YouTube analytics and show you what happened between month 6 and 7 of me having a YouTube channel. So here we go. First off, I have to start with the thank yous. Thank you so much for everybody who subscribed and liked or commented since I've started YouTube back in March of this year. All right, like I said, they had a big decrease in views, watch hours, and had a slight increase of subscribers between month 5, 6, and 7. So for the periods, it's August 6th through September 5th is month 6. Month 7 is September 6th through October 5th. Now, the previous month I had 11.4 thousand views. That decreased by about 2,800 to 8.6 thousand. And in month 7, I had a decrease of 4,900 views down to 33.7 thousand overall. On watch hours, it went from a little less than 800 hours down to 512, a decrease of 35%. And then in terms of watch hours, decreased from 6 to 7 month. I had a decrease of 51%, big old decrease there of 265 hours down to 246. And on the subscriber side, I had a pretty good gain in month 5. That's because I was putting out a lot of good content. I had a lot more videos and I was pushing out tons of stock analysis. And on the subscriber side, in month 6, I had a really big increase. In my opinion, pretty good substantial size of my total subscribers. But that came from one video, and I'll talk about that later on. And then in month 7, I had a slight increase in subscribers of about 3%, up about 30s. Thanks to everybody who subscribed during that time. All right, moving on to impressions, click-through rate, and average view duration. Obviously, I saw a decrease here because I saw a decrease in views as well as hours watched. So on the impressions side, in month 5, I had I think it was the best month I've had thus far. At 126,000 folks had seen thumbnails. So impression is simply when a thumbnail is shown, that counts as an impression. I had 89,000, which is not a terrible number of impressions in month 6. That was down 36,000 or 29%. And then in month 7, that was down another 40,000, down 44.5%. So nearly half cut there. On the impressions click-through rate, 5.3 isn't terrible for my channel. I would say 6 is closer to the average, but 5.3 isn't terrible. The 7.2 is actually very, very impressive. I don't think I've had a click-through rate that high since I started my channel, maybe the first month, and I'd had, 100 views maybe. So, that's really, really good. And again, that's one video that caused pretty much all these impressions and that average view duration and the click-through rate. So, really, month 6 was just driven by one video, even though as I go on later on, there were 8 videos, I believe, in that month, but I'll talk to a little bit to it more. On the average view duration side, I had 4 minutes and 11 seconds in month 5. That dropped mainly again to that it was a shorter video that I did. And then on month 7, that went up about by 25 seconds, down up to 11.5%. All right, and then total, I've had 45,000 views total, 3.3 thousand watch hours, and I'm around 775-ish subscribers at the moment. All right, so here's where you see a big difference in the amount of content I was producing. In month 6, I had 8 videos. The thing here, though, is I was traveling, I was on vacation. Only one video was actually shot during the period finance related, and that was the Alibaba, I think it was the falling knife one. But either way, it was one Alibaba video. It was actually my best video I've ever done in terms of views, hours, impressions, everything. And then the other 2 finance videos were actually pre-shot, I think in month 4, quite a bit ahead, length of head. You can tell by my hair was cut at the time, but in month 4, I still had long hair. So yeah, those are probably some of the last long hair videos you're going to see of me. And as you can see, I've been pretty consistent, having around at least 10 videos a month up through month 5, and in month 6 and 7, that video decreased. Now, while I was traveling during month 6, I was actually just posting some videos of my travels, Those didn't take very well with subscribers. I got some feedback from folks, and that's fine. I understand it is a finance channel. We'll try to keep to that. And then on month 7, I restarted. I did a lot of DD videos. I did some videos on some catch-up stuff with Alibaba as well as DD, and I think I did maybe one stock analysis. All right, so jumping into the analytics of what was successful in month 6 and 7, I actually combined the two and what the top videos were over that whole period. You can see that this Alibaba video, it wasn't the falling knife, it was how low can Baba stock go video. That had 6.2 thousand views, had a really good click-through rate. And so, I mean, you can just tell in comparison to any of the videos during the period, it was 10x times number 2. So it did extremely well, and this was the only video that I published during month 6. Now for month 7, this DD video came in number 2 on the period for that, again, that 2-month stretch, and it came in a little less than 700. As a reminder, I had in month 5, I had several videos over 1,000 views separately over a period, and they were released roughly around the same month. So that was kind of what was driving that growth in month 5. If we look at some of the other videos on this list, you'll see a Cincher. This was shot in June 24th, June 29th, April 20th. These weren't even, my 3 through 5 were not even shot, 2 months ago, or 2 months before, or shot at least 2 months before that period. So they're still picking up really decent views considering they were produced, multiple months ago. I did this other Alibaba video this was during month 7. This was also during month 7. This was another month 7, another month 7, and then this was another video that was, so really, again, as I said, only one video did anything during month 6, and as you saw, it really wasn't that big of a drop off when you consider only one video pretty much carried the entire pretty much the entire analytics for the month. So I'm pretty happy with that, considering I pretty much went on vacation the whole time. Now, if I could just do that every single video, that would be awesome. But I'm still trying to figure out what it was about that video that took off. Thanks again to everybody who supported my channel over the last 7 months. It's greatly appreciated, and I love it so much. Thank you so much. Very passionate about this subject. I did see a decrease, but that's okay. That was expected. I had several things going on. This job change has definitely been very time consuming, as well as the vacation was much needed. So I'm excited to get back to it. I'm going to try to get back into this more into stock analysis of different companies and try to kind of get back to what I was doing in month 4 and 5. That was some things I like to do, but they are definitely more time consuming. So look forward to that in the future. Thanks so much for watching. Frank Finance out.